Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Coffee Tea Paper. My name's Louise, and today we're going to be doing a bit of journal decoration for week 8. I know I'm behind, but first I want you to have a little look at how my postcard wall is going. I've got a couple of really lovely postcards this week. That one of the artwork from Goma there on the right, and the one down the bottom with the embroidery and ribbon and the teacup, and they were from Thea and Arumi. I also got a beautiful orchid from one of my old school chums because of course I had some surgery last week, but I will tell you a little bit about that. I don't like to get too much into it, but I think we need to I want to talk about it because if it acts as a bit of a warning to someone or a help to someone, I think that would be really good. Anyway, we'll come back to that. In the meantime, I saw Lacau is closing down, and I know I'm on my no spend, low spend kind of kick, but I've got this A6 notebook. It's a Hobonichi notebook that I'm doing my YouTube planning and my Ferris wheel press content planning and writing down little ideas for my Etsy shop. And because they're closing down, they're having I think it's like 25% off sale until the end of March. And so I decided to order an A6 cover for that from Diamond over at Lacau. So if you've been thinking about getting a Lacau or Larite cover for a while, don't delay because he's shutting up shop. I'm starting off using some washi tape samples. I've got a little drawer which has a whole bunch of washi tape samples in it, and I've noticed that some of them are getting not sticky anymore, like this one. It's peeling off its backing here, and so I thought it would be a good idea to try and be a bit more what am I trying to say here? Try to use them before they lose all their stick. So I'm just sticking with some of my favourite colours this week. It's all a bit random because for week 8, being the week before my surgery, I had a ton of stuff to get into order because of course I'm now on an enforced minimum 2-week rest. Boring. Possibly 6 weeks. So anyway, that's fun. So look, don't cancel me for my story, but I want to tell you about it because I want a little community service announcement, shall we say. So I have been prone to eczema my entire life. Often it's like environmentally triggered or food intolerances or food allergies, or environmental like plants and dust. So when I go gardening, I have to kind of cover up my arms and my gloves and things, and I'll still come in with some sort of interesting rash. That's just how it is, right? Anyway, so I've had some eczema on my shoulder for quite some time, and I saw 3 different GPs about it over quite a long period of time, and they all said, use this cream, and then the next one was like, no, use this cream, and because my GPs kept leaving. I had one that I had for like 15 years, and from when I left uni, and then she left Australia to go back and live in France, so that was a bit sad. And then I've had to jump around to a few different ones because my next one got flooded, and anyway. So every time I've been seeing a new one the last few years, I've been like, can you do something about this? It's really annoying. And anyway, finally I got a new GP, and she was like, eczema, what can you do? don't use soap, use soap free, use, a non such and such moisturizer. I'm like, yeah, I do all that, And she's like, okay, let's send you to a dermatologist. She goes, I know you're a bit young for it, but she's like, I'm stumped. So let's just send you to a dermatologist and see what they have to say. So I went, sure, that's okay. So it took me 6 months to get into the dermatologist. That's okay, I put up with it for this long. It's not a big deal. And I went and saw the dermatologist, and she's like, right, okay, I'm going to do a biopsy on that. I'm like, ooh, that sounds exciting. I haven't had that before. Well, that hurt, but anyway, it was okay. And it came back as skin cancer. So I am someone who I don't like tanning. I'm very fair. I cover myself with sunscreen. I cover myself with clothing. Not that everyone else is wandering around naked, but I wear long sleeves. Even when I play golf, you wouldn't recognize me. Like, I've got a huge hat. I cover up my arms. I am smothered in sunscreen, which is kind of a pain because if you go in a bunker, all the sand sticks to you, but that's okay. And of course, it's on my shoulder, and she found another one on behind my knee. So she's like, right, we have to send you off to a plastic surgeon, and you're going to have to get them removed. So that's where I'm at. So yeah, if you have a funny thing and you're like, oh, I don't know what that is, or your doctor's saying, oh yeah, well, it's eczema, or it's this, or it's that, just go and get it checked out, because I was dismissed for so long because of my age. I was too young to have something like that. And what do you know? So don't panic. It's not a bad one. It's not like one of those like really bad ones. It was a thing called intradermal, which means it kind of sits in between the layers of your skin. But that also meant that a lot had to come out, basically, without getting too much into the gory details, because nobody wants to hear that. So my little community announcement today is, doesn't matter what age you are, just go and get your skin checked, please, because, you never know, and it's better to know. It's better to get these things sorted. Anyway, I am doing quite well. I've been quite sore in my shoulder and quite sore in my knee, but the worst thing has been the sitting around and not being able to exercise, not being able to lift things, not being able to go and play golf, not being able to go and do the grocery shopping or the ironing. Oh, hang on, that's not a bad thing. Anyway, hopefully you're still here. Maybe I should put on the front something like, if you don't want to hear, mute me for the next however many minutes it was. I tried to make a long story short. We'll see. Anyway, so this week, week 8, was a bit of a messy week because I was running around trying to get a million things done so that my husband, or as he now calls himself, my carer, he's so cheeky, so cheeky, so he wouldn't have to take too much time off work and do a whole lot of stuff around the house. So look, the house could do with a bit of a vacuum, but it's not the end of the world, right? And that's why you have children, to help you out with these things as well. So, if you're on the fence about having kids, do it. They're quite handy, especially when they get older. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this. So I'm just using a whole bunch of randomest stickers. I'm trying to stick with a bit of this pink and beige, yellowy beige colorways, because I like that. I feel comfortable with it. And yeah, so last week it was all about washing and cleaning and cooking and getting the garden sorted and cleaning the kitchens and the bathrooms and trying to get stuff in the freezer and ironing, and yeah. So the highlight for me was putting in that order with the cow from that week. And the highlight for my son, one of our friends had a significant birthday and he bought himself a Tesla. So I have never been in a Tesla before. I've never really seen one close up. You see them around the place, but yeah, that's not really, haven't really seen one. And my son is just obsessed by them. I don't know why. Small boys just get obsessed by things. When he was younger it was sticks, but anyway, now it's Teslas and this soft drink called Prime that he's desperate to try. So if you know where I can get some Prime, let me know, because I keep hearing about it. Anyway, our friend came over on Wednesday night. Oh, and in the midst of all of this, my husband had to go away for work as well. So, yeah, it was a really frantic week. So our friend came over. Oh, and my mother-in-law had her birthday. So, yeah, there was a lot going on. But our friend came over and he took my son for a drive in his Tesla. So if we had been hearing a lot about Teslas before, we're hearing even more about them now. But yeah, so he said it was really quiet. And the other thing he said was that the door handles are kind of hard to use. Like they don't have a notch to put your hand in, so you kind of have to press them on one end for them to lift. So then you can get your hand in. Oh my God, it sounds like a way too complicated to get in a car, right? And then you have to remember to charge it. And I'm terrible about remembering to charge things. So I'd be like, oh, I need to go and do the grocery shopping right now. And be like, oh, your car's flat. Oh. So I'm not sure I'm ready for that sort of technology in my life at this point. But it was great that our friend came over and gave my son his dream outing to go in a Tesla. And they picked up his little friend from down the road as well. So yeah, they did a little drive around and then went on the highway, where apparently they went very fast. I didn't ask how fast. I don't want to know. And yeah, and then he came home and has just been talking about it ever since. What colour would you get? What upholstery would you get? What model would you get? Would you get it custom painted? Would you get a stripe? Yeah, I'm a bit over it. And yeah. Now, what am I doing? I've just been rabbiting on. Oh yeah, so one of my pen pals, Serviana, gave me a Christmas advent mail at the end of last year, and in that mail she included these tiny little cute little planner stickers. So I'm just dotting a few of those around as well. There was a little birthday cake and a computer for when I was doing some video editing, and a little car for Tesla, and plane because my husband was traveling, and yeah, so I just stuck in a whole sort of bunch of things. So yeah, look, it's completely random this week. I'm just enjoying sitting and stickering with the stickers, quite frankly. I got these stickers from... I can't remember where I got these stickers from. Oh, from Journal Pages Addict. That's right. From Journal Pages. Their Instagram handle is Journal Pages Addict. I got these at the end of last year, and they're nice stickers, but they've not been put on the backing properly. Some were. There was a whole bunch of them that were done nicely, and I actually gifted them. But the ones, because I wanted to gift it, I did want to gift some more of these, but because they're not on the backs properly, I have kept them for myself to use. And look, they're really nice. I was just a bit disappointed with the fact that they were not on the backing all that well. I'm just trying to find out what the brand of them are. I think I threw away the packaging. Yeah, anyway. But the concept of them is quite nice because they're designed to layer. So they have these shades of pinks, like dusky pinks and light pinks, and then they've got these sort of see-through shapes with gold outlines, and then they have some quotes and florals in thin, like a black and clear finish. So you're meant to kind of layer them up, and which is a really nice idea, and of course they all coordinate. I was just a little bit disappointed with the quality of the finish, so I sorted through them. I sent the best ones, I gifted them. I think I might have gifted them to Mel, and I kept the ones that that weren't on the backing properly myself. So I'm just using a few more bits and pieces from this washi samples. So I'm going to try and finish up some of these cards this year. Because like once they're on there, they can lose their stick after a while, and I don't want them to go to waste, because obviously they have been shared with me because they're a favorite, or the person who sent them to me has thought that I will enjoy using them, and so I should use them. I shouldn't just have them there to be looking at to go, oh, I think that's so pretty. So yeah, I put that one down and then I moved it because I kind of lined up a bit ladder fashion with the piece underneath. So I just moved that around. Yeah, so I'm trying to catch up. On my list of videos to do, I also have to decorate for week 9, and of course we've had a change of month from February to March, and so I need to do my memory keeping for February in my memory keeping journal as well. So as I'm having a lot of enforced rest time, initially I was in a little bit too much pain, so I was having to kind of, I couldn't really sit at my desk for long periods, but now I'm feeling heaps better, so I'm looking forward to getting into my journals and catching up on all of that. If you're still here, I hope you enjoyed my little breakup video. That's what happens when you're sitting around and you've had a lot of painkillers and your mind's racing. And I don't normally watch TV during the day. In fact, I don't watch an awful lot of TV, full stop. If I'm in the mood to watch something, generally I prefer to just jump into YouTube and watch some of my favorite YouTubers on there, because it's like, you know, the shows are really tailored. I might watch sort of like half an hour of something each night, and then we'll watch a movie on the weekend with the kids or something. But yeah, I don't watch a lot of TV, but I watch some movies. And I just had this kind of thought, like, I don't want to do another unboxing. Like, you know, I can do them, and I will do them because they're interesting, they're informative, and they certainly, I know I like watching unboxing videos and sort of product review videos because it helps me make more informed decisions about if I want to purchase a certain item or not. And so they definitely serve a purpose, but I just wasn't in the mood. I just wanted to have a bit of fun, and so I just made my little French noir inspired breakup film. Look, Lee Hit's okay. Lee Hit's in the penthouse cupboard with some of my other pen cases and things that I use specifically, like not at home, like if I'm traveling or going away for a weekend or something like that. So he's in good company and he will not go to waste. Definitely there is a place, but I'm really, really enjoying my Anjou. I actually took off that red sort of rubbery thing that was on the outside because I just wanted to have a bit of a cleaner finish. So yeah, I don't know, if I find a nice pin or something I might put it on. If you haven't already, I've done a review of both inks that Ferris Wheel Press sent me for this month, which is of course their limited edition Fluttering Heart, which is limited for 2023, and their latest Fairy Tales release, which is Cloak and Forest. And I just wanted to have a bit of fun with the Fluttering Heart here because I noticed that I had all these pinky, beigey tones on the page, and I thought I'm going to do some deliberate ink splatters. Instead of doing some stamping, let's splatter some ink and see what happens. And I really like the effect, so I just probably did a bit too much ink, so I'm just kind of moving things around with my pipette. Anyway, if you have lasted this long and listening to me ramble on and tell you probably too much information and all of that, I thank you as always, and I will keep making some videos and see what I can get out over the next week or so. And so thank you for watching, take care, and I will see you next time. Bye.